Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Elm Creek. And since we are in Elm Creek, it is time for another mod minute or so. So, if you've had a chance to pick up the premium expansion pack and you've had some fun doing some carrots and maybe red beet and parsnips, harvesting, maybe some planting, obviously, some transporting, maybe you're looking for something a little outside the realism zone, just to expand your abilities, maybe get things done a little quicker, or maybe you just enjoy faster farming in general. Well, I've got a set of mods today that I think might make your life a little easier. Just up front, these are PC Mac only, and also they can all be found in the King Mods, at the King Mods website. I'll have links for the downloads in the description below. Starting off, we've got a couple of Grimy Rexor. They're 6300s, if I'm saying that right. They are originally your standard beet harvest, the Rexor 6300 Platinum series. Death Pledge apparently is pledged to death. I love modern names. I think some of them are truly unique. Has edited the Grimy Rexor 6300 Platinum. He's done, or they have done, a realistic and unrealistic version. So the more realistic version to the original still holds 45,000 liters of crop, still runs at 6 miles an hour, but they've just added the parsnips, carrots, and red beets. They've also done an unrealistic version, which runs at 18 miles an hour, holds 450,000 liters of crop, and they added the parsnips, carrots, and red beets. I have a unrealistic version right here, and I've got the realistic version right here. Now, one thing up front, the log is clean on these, but I have not had any luck with getting hired helpers to work with these machines. However, I did test Courseplay, and Courseplay seemed to work okay for me. So if you're going to automate this, looks like you're probably going to be stuck using Courseplay for the time being. However, the mod author has already done a couple of updates on these machines, so maybe we'll see a hired helper update in the future. But let's get this thing fired up just so you can get a little feel for the unrealistic harvesting. Not just the speed, which is great, but also the volume. 450,000 liters. That ought to get you quite a ways through a field before you have to unload. I'll show you when I go to use a hired helper, it just tells me that the field isn't found. The next mod that we have is we've got this Amity trailer. If we go to auger wagons, we can see the original Amity holds 45,000 liters of sugar beets. Asylum Modding has decided that's not good enough. Let's bump it up to 100,000 liters and let's add the additional root crops. And not just the new ones, but also added potatoes as well. You can see here. Otherwise, same price, same mod, just some additional functionality to it. That'll take us over to our next mod, which is by Squiggles. Squiggles has been kind enough to give us some storage for our new crop types. So if you go down into your construction and you go to silos, you'll see 3 different silos from Squiggles here. There's one for parsnips, which my family never goes a meal without. You've got beetroot, and you've got carrots. We've got a beetroot storage place down here. And I just happen to have a cart full of beetroot. 100,000 liters of beetroot pleasure. Let's go ahead and get our conveyor out here. And let's get this dumped and put away into our storage. There you can see, nicely done. On the back side is of course your fill point. But while that thing is unloading, let's run over to the last of this set of mods, which is a planter, the Grimmy GL planter. Let me show you this here. So if we go to, I think it's potato technology, here's the standard Compacta, the 860. Runs at 7 miles an hour. Does potatoes. Death Pledge decided to also update this mod, or to configure this mod. Still runs at 7 miles an hour, but they've been kind enough to add the rest of the root crop. So not just did they add the carrots, parsnips, and red beets, but they also added sugar beets as well. If you so desire, you can use this planter. It's kind of a one-for-all planter. I've got it configured to do... Well, what do I have it configured to do? I've got it configured to do red beets, I believe. Yeah, red beets is correct. Now this one, I believe we have no problems with hired help. Let's see if that is indeed the case. There you go. And fired off the hired help. And now you can get your red beets planted very easily, very nicely, along with, of course, the rest of the root crops. Let's go over and see how our unloader is doing. Unloading has finished up. Let's go ahead and bring that pipe in. Let's go see if we can grab the rest of this crop out of this storage. I think if we come over here, I might have been better to approach this from the other way. So let's do that. I always do that at the gas station too, especially with a car I haven't driven before. Get the old fuel tank on the wrong side. Then you don't want to look stupid, so you just continue to go for it, even though you're stretching the fuel hose across the hood of the car and stuff like that. Let me see if I can bring this in a bit. I think I'm a little bit far out. And I'm going to hit Squiggles. I'm going to hit Squiggles' tent. Maybe that'll work right there. There we go. Forrest Gump my way through that one. So there's our set of maybe some mods that might give you a little helping hand with the new root crops that have been introduced. We've got the two Rexor 6300 Platinums, both unrealistic and realistic versions. We've got the planter. We've also got the Amity crop cart, which has been bumped up as well. And of course, Squiggles' set of 3 storage facilities. Like I said, I'll have all of these mods download links in the description below. Please feel free to run out and grab them. Check them out for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, sure would appreciate a like. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Become a member. Join our Discord. All that fun stuff. Otherwise, you all have a great rest of your day. Take care and bye for now.